Hello, my name is Jack. Today I'm going to discuss changing technology and its impact on learning. This presentation examines the traditional learner and their views of changing technology and compares it to what is taking place in a youth-oriented, digital-age learning environment. Personal computers have been in existence for about 40 years. About 30 years ago, portable computers were first introduced into classrooms and learning centers. Laptops and other mobile computing devices started being introduced into professional and educational fields in the mid-1990s. The Internet, along with free and open access to the World Wide Web, came into existence in the late 1990s. Social networks have only been in widespread use for about 10 years. Over time, computing devices began to merge into a single ubiquitous mobile unit. In the meantime, social networking contacts were combined with a broad range of data sources and other forms of information to create personal learning networks. With the creation of affordable, augmented, and virtual reality apps that are designed or can be adapted for learners, it is incumbent upon instructional designers to take advantage of this evolving technology to engage learners and to present information in stimulating new ways. Gamification is yet another possible strategy for stimulating learners to take greater interest in content. Warren Buffett is one of the richest men in the world. Sometimes referred to as the Oracle of Omaha, Buffett is considered by many to be the greatest investor ever. Buffett proudly admits that he doesn't own a smartphone, nor does he use a computer, and he's only sent one email in his life. Still, millions buy his books. He packs auditoriums where people pay thousands of dollars to hear him speak. And when he makes a casual utterance, it can impact the global financial markets. Buffett illustrates that when it comes to education and the dissemination of information, the traditional learner understands that innate wisdom in its simplest form takes precedence over technology and special effects presentations. Regardless, the traditional learner must recognize that change is inevitable, and technology is a driving force in that change. Traditional learners must realize that if they don't embrace the new technologies and adapt to the resulting changes, they may find that when it comes to finding quality employment, they'll be left out in the cold. Technology is changing every aspect of life. How we now get our information, how we communicate, how we go shopping, and even how we play. The traditional learner is doing their best to accommodate technology into their lifestyle, rather than being driven by it. From a digital age learner's perspective, technology is taken for granted. Social networking for this group seems as natural as talking. Digital age learners can effortlessly find information they want and can spend hours being stimulated by applications on their mobile device. They can build personal learning networks almost unconsciously. To them, augmented reality and virtual reality are just other types of apps. Their entertainment comes from being stimulated, and they've grown dependent on technology to provide the stimulation, often coming in the form of games. Big data analytics are predicting digital age learners' behaviors and directing their choices. This was the front of an Apple store the morning a new version of iPhone was introduced. The digital age learner is fascinated by every new technological gadget and app that enter the consumer market. It has been a status symbol to be on the leading edge of change. History shows that change is occurring at an accelerated rate. To keep up, new age learners must have a well-crafted network, providing them with insights into the latest innovations. How is technology affecting society, lifestyles, and culture? When a pop-up appears on your phone, that's technology influencing culture. When children are interacting with their phones instead of each other, that is technology impacting culture. When musicians publish their own song, or when someone creates their own instructional YouTube video, that is technology impacting culture. When a restaurant is selected based on a mobile app profile, that is technology influencing culture. Unlike the older traditional learners, whose life is not driven by technology, the digital age learner is not only driven by it, they are a product of it. From my perspective, technology has created a gap among age groups for several reasons. The older the person, the more accustomed they have become in performing tasks the old way. Younger people are more adept at adjusting to paradigm shifts in lifestyle, and the younger generation has grown up accepting rapid change as a given. My 90-year-old mother was a mechanical engineer for her entire professional life. For 40 years, she did mechanical drawings manually on a drawing table. 20 years ago, to keep her job, she had to learn CAD, a computerized engineering app. She avoided computers till that point, but she learned CAD and stayed at that job until she decided to retire at the age of 85. Nah, that's not really her. The point is, as many age, they tend to resist change until it becomes unavoidable. Future educators will have to train the older workforce who are losing their jobs to technology. Although pedagogic methods must incorporate older people's lack of technical skills, it is the older learner who will be required to put in the lion's share of effort. In conclusion, technology is having a profound impact on education, as it is on nearly every other aspect of life. Younger people are adapting to this change without the kind of effort required by the older population. Technology will only grow in its relevance, so the choice of whether to adapt will soon not be a viable option. That marks the end of this presentation. Thank you for your attention.